Sabi niya, masarap ba kainin to si MhikeKulet? Masarap ba kainin to si MhikeKulet? Hindi ako pinapansin ah. sa akin eh. Oh. Siya. Sabi niya masarap ba kainin to si MhikeKulet. Masarap ba kainin to si MhikeKulet? Ay, hindi ako pinapansin ah. Hindi ako pinapansin. Ba, ano, matabang to si MhikeKulet. Ito tumayo na, no? Hindi pa ako sasakmalin nito. Yan, nakatingin na sa akin, no? Nakatingin na sa akin. Mukhang matabang to si MhikeKulet. Dito ako sa kabila. Kaso parang di ano eh. Oh. Parang aso lang eh, no? Parang aso lang eh. Parang husky lang eh, pero wolf siya, no? Wolf siya eh, oh.
structures that are set up for social distancing. So for this group of 5, I'll probably give you 2 sections that you can go through both of them as you would like, and then I'll give you each your own section as well.
Sure.
So definitely respect those social distancing boundaries that we have in place in there. That would be much appreciated. Just a couple rules for when we're inside the structure, you guys. The only thing between you and the wolf dogs is a railing. So very important that you don't dangle your arms inside across the railing. Very distracting for the wolf dogs. And the worst thing is if you drop something like your phone or your camera, as soon as that's dropped, the wolf dogs are going to grab it right away and destroy it. So you're not going to get that back in one piece. So we definitely don't want that to happen. So definitely keep your arms behind the railing. Anytime you're doing any filming, any video, photos, take as many as you'd like. That's totally okay. Just definitely keep it behind that railing because yeah, we don't want to give them any phones in their bellies. It's no fun. So I'll get groups to come in one at a time, just to respect the social distancing. You can pull your mask down because we will have plexiglass between our rooms. So that is totally okay. Stay focused as you can. All right. So I'll get the group of 5 to come in first. Mixing up my keys. All right. So you guys want to come on in. If you want to grab the 2 sections on the end over here. Perfect. Feel free to come on in. Alright, you guys, welcome to the Egg pack. We have 3 high content wolf dogs in this enclosure. I'm going to give my bucket a little bit of a shake to get these guys to come up real close. These guys came to us when they were really young, only 12 weeks old. So they're really comfortable around us staff and they're really comfortable around strangers as well. So I'm going to give my bucket a shake and we'll get to see all these guys up close. Hey Grizz. First to the party, that's new. Winnie. Alrighty, I'm going to give them some bribery here. There you go, Grizz. Okay. You don't want that drumstick, buddy? What's wrong with that? And I'm going to throw out some small dog treats just to keep them a little bit close. I'll try to toss them over there for you guys to get a little bit of a better view. Alrighty. Does anyone have any questions so far? Anything you're thinking of right away? No, that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to start off with what is a wolf dog and how do they come to be? So that might be what you're thinking, these weird combinations of a wolf and a dog. Very much just that thing that somewhere way back 50 years ago, during the pelt trade, wolves were captured and sold to people for their pelts, to use their fur for clothing and such like that. When these wolves were held in captivity, somewhere in there, a wolf was bred with a dog and made the first wolf dog. People quickly realized that, hey, this could be a pet, and people will buy this pet. And that's kind of how it started. Unfortunately, they don't make the best pets, and I'll get into that a little bit later. Because they have so much wolf content and they're so timid in nature and very, they don't have that strong affinity with humans. They don't want to be around us like our domestic dog, our golden retrievers, our German shepherds, things like that. They want to be close to us. They like to have that loyal companionship. They want to trust us. They want to bond with us. They're our best friend. Not the case with wolves or wolf dogs. They don't have that same affinity towards us. They don't want to be with us and listen to us all the time. These 3 are extra special because we got to raise them from when they were 12 weeks old. I'm going to get into their names and a little bit of their personalities. So back here, facing the other way, we have Quinn. She's the female of this little small pack. They are a family pack, so they're all siblings. They're actually all born on May 5th, so in a few days they'll all be turning 6. We have Aspen here, the gray male, and then we have Grizz here. He is the blonde male. I would describe Grizz and Quinn as the more dominant of the two, but because they're siblings, they don't have that typical pack structure of an alpha male, alpha female. They just are really good at figuring out their differences. With these two being a little bit more dominant, and then Aspen being the less submissive one, it works out really well. Typically, wolves and wolf dogs have a lot of same-sex aggression. They will fight each other when they don't get along and kick someone out of the pack if they need to, especially when they're not related. Where these guys are siblings, they figure it out pretty quick. Aspen knows his role really well, and he will play submissive. He will play bow. He will go on his back and show his belly. He will lick the mouths of his two siblings and tell them, hey, I'm okay with being the submissive one. If there's any sort of time that there's a piece of food between them, like you just saw, he will always back down and let them have that piece of food because he knows that they kind of call the shots, Grizz and Quinn. What do you guys think? Are you guys freaked out by the hail sound? I'm going to shake my bucket to get them a little closer again. Grizzy, you coming back, bud? Can you do a sit for me, buddy? Let's see, I'll try to get these two to sit for us. Grizz sometimes like to take the work off early and goes lays down. Can we do a sit, guys? There's one. There you go. Good job. So what I'm feeding them, you guys, is a mix of commercial pet raw food and as well as donations that we would get from grocery stores, butchers, and hunters. So a lot of various scraps that they do eat. Most of it would be your grinded up meat, bone, organ, all of that really good stuff. Mixed in with those good grains, veggies, fruits, all those other good things as well. The donations can be anywhere from chicken drumsticks to shavings from hunters cutting up their elk, their deer, anything like that. So we get those sort of pieces as well. And then butchers will get scraps of pork fat, will get scraps of beef fat as well. And they go crazy for that sort of thing. So that's what I'm feeding them throughout the day. These three are special and don't get fed in the morning like everybody else. If we fed them in the morning, their full 2 pounds that they would get of meat a day, they would be on the other side of the enclosure, lounging in the sun, just completely tired out because their bellies would be so full. So we're feeding them throughout the day, just to give them a little bit of bribery to come up and say hello to you guys. What do you think? Are you still hungry? I'll throw up a few more small treats. Try my best to throw them over there so you guys get some better views. A couple smaller pieces. Good catch. Any other questions you guys are thinking of off the top of your head? No worries, you guys. We have lots of information that I can go through. So like I said, we got these 3 wolf dogs at the ripe age of 12 weeks. Not typically the case with most wolf dogs. We are a rescue organization, so we are getting these wolf dogs mainly from owner surrenders. So people that bought these animals thinking that they are a great pet to live in your house in a normal yard in Calgary. And people quickly realize that that's really not the case. These animals have a lot of wolf content in them. Specifically, these ones are all high content. And a lot of animals that are sold will be high content wolf dogs or mid content wolf dogs, meaning they have If they are a mid-content, 50% to 85% wolf in them. And then anything higher than that 85% would make them a high-content wolf dog, so mostly wolf. Food from us. And probably end up being destroyed because they're getting too close, and people are going to think that they are just straight up wolves when they really aren't. Hey, Quinn, are you still hungry? If you say something, I'll give you something nice. Throw a couple more pieces out. Everyone can still hear me okay? That rain is coming down pretty hard. Okay. You sit, please. Good girl. Good job. Little couple scraps over here. I'll try to get those boys back a little bit later. Gonna take a sip of water. Alrighty, like I mentioned, you guys, we are a rescue organization. We're getting these animals mostly from owner surrenders or from different wildlife organizations that get their hands on some wolf dogs. When these animals are brought to a shelter, brought to the city pound, unfortunately it's in their rules to mostly euthanize them, so they're going to put them down right away just because they're not prepared to handle these animals and what specific needs they have. They're super special and they don't fit into society very well. They're not good house pets. They require very specialized homes. They have a really special lifestyle, kind of like they are here. So we have 10-foot fences with overhangs. We have electric on those fences. We have dig guards in the ground, so if they do get a little ambitious with their digging, they're not going to get out. It's not like they're trying to escape here. They're all very comfortable in their 1 to 2 acres. But sometimes they get a little carried away with their digging. In this path over here, you may not see the wolf dog Freya at all today because she is off digging this gigantic tunnel underground. She probably has it a good 10 feet under the ground, and we're filling it every single day because she is so ambitious, and that's just how she releases her energy, is just digging. We don't think she's uncomfortable and trying to escape. She always keeps her distance between us. That's just how she is comfortable. That's just something they do to release that energy that they have. I'm going to give my bucket a shake here to get these animals back. Frizzy. There's Aspen coming in. His way. Good job, you guys. Look at your brother. He's being a lazy butt today.
Ito isa. Pakita mo na namin siya.
Okay, Spenny.
Ito mo laki mo.
Any questions or thoughts you may be wondering so far, you guys? Nothing yet? That's okay. Lots more to talk about with these animals. So when we're talking about different content levels of wolf dogs, these are all obviously high content wolf dogs, mostly wolf. Those mid contents about 50 to 85%. You're seeing a little bit more dog behavior in those. And then our low content wolf dogs that are mostly dog and a little bit of wolf content. We do have lots of low content wolf dogs that you'll see when you can do your walk around later. A lot of these animals have those doggy traits. They want to be with us. They want to spend time with you. They like to receive pets, belly rubs, all that normal thing. A couple of them can go on a leash, collar and leash and go for a walk with us. But still, most of them do not want to be in a house. They don't want to be in a small yard. They still want to live in this enclosure and have that freedom and have all of that space to to release that energy and to remove that element of claustrophobia that they have in enclosed spaces. So we have Loki. He's a low-contact wolf dog. He's in our very front enclosure right behind the building. We're on our interactive tour, so if you ever have the opportunity, that's the tour that you get to go right in the enclosure. You sit on chairs and you get to feed them right from your hand. Loki, being a low-contact wolf dog, is very floofy. He's got some husky traits and some Malamute traits that are really, really obvious. If you have the opportunity to check out the gift shop, all of those proceeds go right back to the wolf dogs and their care. And it's super special for me to be here. I've had a large fascination with wolves, and I've got to study them in university and work a bunch of different animal care jobs, but ultimately I got to come back here and basically be a zookeeper and hang out with these wolf and wolf dogs. So thank you so much for being here, you guys. You have lots more time to explore the rest of the sanctuary. There's lots more info signs, there's bio signs about all the different wolf dogs that live here, a little bit about their past, where they came from, and their personalities. They're all very different in their own little ways. So definitely take a good look at those. Where we're getting some hail and some rain, they'll probably be a lot more active. So there's a good chance you'll see most of the wolf dogs here today. We have 35 wolf dogs on site. About 25 of them are available to view from the public pathways. A few of them are in private enclosures that are a little bit more new. Are a couple wolf dogs, like our Norquay enclosure that you'll see in the far back corner over there. A couple wolf dogs that have really traumatic pasts that aren't comfortable around strangers. You can't see them from a distance, but that's the most comfortable they are with new people. So again, thank you so much, you guys. I'm going to get us to leave just in our separate groups to respect social distancing. And feel free to explore the sanctuary as much time as you would like. There is going to be another wolf dog expert walking around the sanctuary at 1 o'clock, so in about 15 minutes. So look for someone with a radio on their side, probably walking around with a bucket of scraps and some bones to hand out to the wolf dogs to see them a little more up close and personal. And feel free to ask them any questions you may have. Alrighty, guys.
paano guys? Hanggang dito lang yung aking vlog. At thank you sa panonood ng aking channel. At please click the button, please share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye! Guys yun siya yung bear. Si Papa Bear. Tumatakbo na si Papa Bear.